Hello, and welcome back to a Lego Brick in the Wall here on New Toy Robot. I am Michael Jason Francis. Happy Wednesday. I did it again. Well, I didn't do it actually. I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I just didn't have the time. I wasn't able to watch Back to the Future. I was going to do it. I said I was going to do it. We're now on the 5th episode of this build. And each time I keep saying, I'm going to watch Back to the Future and blah, blah, blah. And we can talk about it some more. Yeah, I didn't do that. So I apologize for that. One thing I did do is I pulled up some cool facts about the movie, the making of the movie. Maybe we'll have a couple rounds of trivia, learn some things. So I do have some Back to the Future information to pass on to you. It's really interesting because, Back to the Future has been around forever. And so it's really hard to actually find anything new. So I apologize if you're super Back to the Future fans and you've heard these facts before. But here we are. Just real quick, let's take a look at where I've got so far of the car. Look at that. There's the front of the car and the headlights and the DMC right there. Right there. You see that? Ooh. Here's a real up-close shot. Look how cool this thing is. Okay, it's actually starting to look like a car. This is very exciting. It only took till bag 5 to look more, I believe Dahlia Love said it last week, that looked like a barge. And when you hear barge, you think trash barge, and so that just didn't go too well. So, very exciting. We are on bag 6. And it was interesting. I was going through all the other bags to make sure there wasn't another bag 6. If you remember a couple episodes back, I didn't realize there was 2 bag number 4s. And I kind of had a small little freak out because I thought I was missing pieces. So, yeah, But I had a bag that didn't have anything on it. So normally Legos has like a bag that doesn't have a number on it or something like that. You'll get 1 or 2 every once in a while. And so this one didn't have a number on it. Turns out it's bag number 10. It was just not marked, go figure, just to kind of trip me out. But that was bag number 10. So yeah, anyways, so let's get things started. I would just want to take a look. So the couple things that I was reading before, let me pull this up real fast. Give me a second. So we all know about Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale. They actually met. Now this is what's so funny is you hear this all the time, especially during the 70s, is that Bob Gale, the writer of Back to the Future, and Robert Zemeckis, the director of it, they met at USC. Which, if you know, USC, everybody went to USC. George Lucas, Coppola, Jim Morrison, everyone USC was the place to go for film school. This was, like I said, in the early 70s. They bonded over the old style of Hollywood filmmaking. This information I got was from biography.com, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. If it's not, that's crazy if biography's all crazy wrong. El DeBarge. Hi, Hatter. Welcome. Yes, exactly. El DeBarge. But yeah, anyways, I guess they worked briefly in television and stuff like that, but they came up with an idea for a time-traveling film, and I forgot where I read it. I think it was actually in my Lego book, and originally the time machine was supposed to be a refrigerator. So, as silly and maybe cool that sounds, I'm so glad they went with a DeLorean for that. But, who knows? So, let's see here. The first 2 Robert Zemeckis films directed, which both bombed at the box office. I wonder, wait, what were those 2 that he worked on? Hold on. I'm just trying to find that because I'm curious what it was that he did before this. I'll have to look that up. Or if anybody out there wants to look it out. The first 2 films that Zemeckis directed, because apparently they both bombed. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, Spielberg met Zemeckis also at USC and became a mentor to the team. Ooh, is Spielberg? Yeah, I guess Spielberg's the older one, huh? Because, yeah, he would have had Jaws. Yeah, oh, yeah, so that's interesting. He executive produced Zemeckis' first 2 films and directed a script they co-wrote. Oh, no. Oh, boy. So, Used cars. What? Oh, Hatter, what are you talking about? Used cars. They so I guess who did what? Zemeckis? Yeah, okay, so it was Zemeckis. He directed a script. So Spielberg directed a movie. I'm sure some of you know it. I only know it because John Belushi's in it. 1941. John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd are in it. So Spielberg made a movie called 1941, and I didn't realize this, but I guess Robert Zemeckis is the one that directed it. So that's all kinds of awful. That movie. So that's like when Spielberg. So imagine Spielberg's at the height of his career, then he makes 1941, and it just crashes. The film crashed and burned. I don't hate it. I've seen it. It's a little boring. It's one of those things where you're just kind of like, oh, okay. You know, it's basically a seaside town in good old America that's freaking out because they're expecting to get attacked by the Japanese and the Germans. So they're kind of getting all ready for war. And I believe there is I think Toshiro Mifune, if you don't know who Toshiro Mifune is, Seven Samurai, a bunch of Kira Kurosawa classics. I think he's the Japanese sub-commander. And I think Christopher Lee... No, is he? Yeah. And then I feel like Christopher Lee is like the German sub-commander on that one. Bob and Bob made used cars with Kurt Russell. Oh, that was a name. Wow. I didn't even know that was a movie, Hatter. Okay. Wow. Used cars with Kurt Russell. That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. So there you go. Thank you for that, Hatter. But I'm trying to see where... wow, that's crazy. They showed interest in her. Okay. Oh, wow. Apparently Disney even rejected it. So... So it was famously turned down by every studio multiple times. Kind of like Star Wars. Star Wars was also. Daddy Love, hi, welcome. I just mentioned about how the Back to the Future car that I had from last week looked like a barge, and then Hatter said El DeBarge. So it was great. You missed out. Welcome. But yeah, so Robert Zemeckis wrote 1941, which totally bombed. And I guess they finally... several of Universal, when they did get to Universal, Universal wanted to rename it Spaceman from Pluto. That's interesting. I guess because of the whole with the yellow suit, if you remember. The time-traveling refrigerator is the only thing that could have saved Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. You know what? If the time-traveling refrigerator was able to time travel back and stop, not from making that film, but for adding, one, the scene with the refrigerator, two, Shia LaBeouf swinging with monkeys. Do you guys remember that from the Crystal Skull? Yeah. And basically the whole ending, climactic ending of Crystal Skull didn't really make much sense. Yeah, that's interesting. And I thought... So Shia LaBeouf, he just totally burned his bridges with Spielberg and everybody else because he was making fun of Spielberg's directing style and also, the swinging monkeys thing. But Shia LaBeouf, I feel he did that with a lot of things, Transformers, all that stuff. He pretty much bit the hand that fed him. Is that the term? I think that's a term. Fever dream. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me try and see. They had these really cool facts. I'm trying to pull that up. You know what? I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna start building. Let's just get to the build, and I'll see about going back to the facts. I have a very old iPad that I use just kind of for reading, and it's for some reason right now freaking out. But here's a little bit of trivia. This is an easy bit of trivia I'm just gonna throw out there. Who was the actor that was previously Marty McFly before Michael J. Fox got it? Who was the actor that actually had it and played Marty McFly for like 2 weeks? Dahlia Love's in there already with Eric Stoltz. Yes, it was Eric Stoltz. I believe you can on some of the box sets you can see some of the scenes with Eric Stoltz. Like there's a scene, the whole mall scene was Eric Stoltz dressed up as Marty McFly. It was really strange. It really did not fit. Okay, so here we go. Let's start building this. Like I said, this is bag number 6. I'm hoping, I don't see the parts. I was hoping we were building the flux capacitor, but I think I looked and I think bag 7. So the next show we'll actually be building the flux capacitor. So that'd be good. Because the flux capacitor is what makes time travel possible. Yeah, that was my Marty McFly saying that. You remember he was talking to Doc Brown. And he was like, "The scar on your head. You hit your head when you're trying to hang a clock or something, and you banged your head and you drew the flux capacitor, which makes time travel possible." Yeah, so that's what that was about. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be very focused and zen. Everything's good on this end. A couple of the builds, if you remember, I was having some issues. I was building some things wrong, but not this time. Everything's good, so we are just going to proceed forward without any fear of mistakes, collapse, who knows. Just no fear. Just building. Okay. Okay. So I've always been curious is what happened. So, okay. Crispin Glover played Marty McFly's dad. Okay. If everyone remembers that. And I was always curious what it was, because Crispin Glover, I felt like he hated the Back to the Future movies. I mean, he's not even in the second one. They actually had another actor playing him older, and Crispin Glover sued. I feel like he sued Universal because of his likeness being used or something like that. But I'm so curious on what it was exactly that made him so mad. I recall hearing Stoltz played it darker or more serious. Could you imagine a darker Marty McFly? Like, what would that be like? I mean, I guess it would be Eric Stoltz, but I mean, yeah, I guess Eric Stoltz has never been the carefree type. I've never seen him as being that carefree kind of thing, and I guess Michael J. Fox played that more like it. But but anyways, like I said, I'm real curious what it was that made Crispin Glover not want to do the franchise at all, because he's not even in the third one, right? Wow, yeah, he's not even in the third one. I think there's like a shadowy figure of him in the background. So the second and the third one were filmed at the same time, so it didn't matter. Well, no, I guess they could have edited it out about the whole getting sued thing. But hold on, wait, let me see if maybe. Okay, so hold on. Crispin Glover didn't appear in the sequels because of a salary dispute, but Marty's dad George had a clash with Zemeckis during the filming of the first movie and was reportedly angry with the film's ending. And then he insisted on a pay raise for the sequels. Then balked at what he considered the insufficient increase from producers. That's all it was. Zemeckis and Gale decided to use footage of Glover from the first film in the sequels, while also hold on. This is getting dirty here. Hold on. The replacement was upside down. Yeah, right, for his scenes. Exactly. Well, here it's going to say, so while they casted a new actor wearing prosthetics to look like Glover for a few shots. Here we go. Glover sued the producers, who eventually settled with him for more than $500,000. The lawsuit also led to a change in union rules for the Screen Actors Guild regarding the use of an actor's likeness without proper compensation. That's crazy. Man, okay. So, they're saying that Crispin Glover, well, they said he was upset about the film's ending. I can kind of understand that, if that was an issue for him. But I feel like that the whole dispute about money seemed like kind of like a studio fed kind of story. Like maybe there's something else. I would love, if anyone can find out, I would love to hear that, because that would be super cool. If you find that out, post it. New Toy Robots on Instagram and Twitter at New Toy Robot. Post it on that. Tag us. Let us know. I really want to know what it was that happened, why he left the show. Or Crispin Glover, if you're watching this for some reason, hi, thank you. Big fan. Why did you leave? What happened? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, I gotta build. I'm building. I am building. Look at me building. I'm missing a piece. I'm not missing a piece. It's in here. I found it. I have the piece. We are going. Okay. Okay, yeah, but the replacement was upside down during the scenes, and I really think there was like a silhouette in like the door frame when it's like the Old West, when it's supposed to be because I know because Leah Thompson was in it with no problem. Um, did anybody watch the episodes I was referring to a couple episodes back that Leah Thompson directed? It all made sense, right? Why she was directing it. I'm sure it wasn't just that wasn't the only reason, but how cool was it? It made perfect sense, right? I'm not going to say what it is because it's a brand new show, and I'm very big about not making giving spoilers. Unlike other certain sites, Nerdist. Anyways, I'm just kidding, Nerdist. You've gotten better, or you pretend to have gotten better. Here we go, and I'm still tempted. I'm still tempted to buy those micro machines I talked about before. They're not micro machines, but they're tiny little versions of the cars from Back to the Future that I had with me when I saw the movie in the movie theater. And I found them on eBay in the package still. And I'm still so tempted. So tempted. Okay, so that's that and that. All right. We have to flip this over. Flipping it over. I just want to get over to this. Okay. Ooh, wait. Hold on. The second film includes Easter eggs for clever fans. Oh, interesting. Hold on. I'll read that in a second. Let me get some building happening here. I'm curious. I'm trying to remember any of the Easter eggs. The alternate version of Hill Valley. Some of the Easter eggs. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. There's this. And here. Oh, I feel like I've built this before. There we go. And here. Okay, there's a hit. Here, I'm going to read one real quick. Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood's not an Easter egg. He's a hobbit. No, but I remember Elijah Wood being in it. He was one of the kids that yelled at Marty because Marty was showing him how to play the video. Not yelled at him, but Marty was playing the video game. He actually had the fake gun thing that you're shooting at the video game. He's like, this is dumb. You got to use your hands. I think that was him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was him. Okay, so this is going here. There's that. Okay. Is that right? Did I just do one? I just had to do one. Now I'm doing the other side. Cool. That's a baby's toy. That's right, Hatter. Exactly. You know what's funny? We still are using our hands when we play video games, so I don't know what his problem was. When when you're using your VR headsets and all that stuff, you're still using your hands, so I don't know what type of game he was playing, but no thank you. I do still want to write a whole report about how big oil was the reason there was no electric cars in the Back to the Future movies. Because of course Mr. Fusion did the trash because plutonium, you can't, nuclear power, all that stuff like that, you can't mess with that. There's no money in that. At least not anymore. Only in the 80s when there was always some type of ragtag group of villains that were trying to get their hands on plutonium to make bombs or something. Like literally, I think wasn't that what it was? Doc was making. He was making like a bomb or something like that for the group, and that's how he was able to get it, and he stole it from them. Oh, the 80s were a crazy time. Like, it's just weird to think about like what movies and not maybe not TVs, but definitely movies, what they were able to get away with in the 80s opposed to now. And it wasn't like, people, there was parents that were, oh, I forgot a piece. There were parents that were, making sure what kids were watching were wholesome or whatever like that. So there was still issues about censorship. Wow, I could not say that. That was difficult. you know, there were still some concerned parents out there. But the 80s got away with some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, I think it was way back I did a show with about Gremlins. I think it was on the Recovering Collector. And discussing about how violent and just gory that was. And scary. I mean, it was scary. But, you know, and it was PG. And it wasn't, it was, I don't know if it was that film. No, it was Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom that forced the MPA to have the PG-13. So eventually it, you know, caught up with them and they had to do that. But, wait, do I need to do that again? Or am I good? Hold on, let me just see if this piece fits. It does! Okay, cool. But, yeah, like okay. We were talking and saying about how Back to the Future was, like, the perfect film. You know, and it was. But, Marty kisses his mom. Like, his mom is all over Marty. Like, it's... And I know she doesn't know that. And then she eventually realizes it when she does kiss him. But there's all these weird... Like, when Marty's in his underwear and his mom's, like, just staring at him. Like, there's some real creepy stuff in there. And... You know, and so it's like... Was that the comedy needed for it? I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure there could have been something silly about it. Like, I think it would make maybe Lorraine, Marty's mom, had an aunt, and the aunt was all over him. That could have still been weird, but not as creepy, right? But here we are. Okay, I gotta flip this back over, like so. Ooh, I'm adding another, not fender. What is this? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, like this. Right? Yeah, like this. Okay, this goes here. Broke a piece off here, of course. But, like, seriously, you just had the aunt, Lorraine's sister, was, like, all over him, and that would have been fine. And it wouldn't have been as creepy. Okay, I broke a piece off, and I'm trying to put it back, and it's just not going back. Hold on. And I'm getting pieces stuck together. Why won't you go? There we go. Okay, back on. So that goes here. This is going into place here. Okay, cool. Okay, so let me just see some of these things that were Easter eggs. The fictitious Hill Valley Telegraph newspaper announced Richard Nixon's plan to run for a 5th term. What? Did Uncle Jailbird Joey still... Oh, I don't know if he ended up in jail. Did Uncle Jailbird... Did he end up back in... I imagine so. Because I don't think... Because I think the issue with Lorraine was the fact that... Like, her family seemed fine. It was just George was the one that wasn't very, very cool or anything like that. So that's why she ended up the way she ended in the future, I guess. But I think, yeah, no. Did they ever say what it was that he did to end up in jail? What did Jailbird Joey end up doing to end up in jail? Well, now that's another thing I gotta look up. My goodness, I'm practically writing the next show as we speak. I don't write these shows. I don't write them. I don't want to say I wing it. I have a general idea, and I find some things, but I guess I just like to talk. Maybe. Okay, let's build the other side. Hold on, but yeah, so Whittier High School, Nixon's real-life alma mater. Oh, interesting. The high school used in the original film. Oh, that type of Easter egg. Interesting. So Whittier High School was where Richard Nixon went to school. And that was where it took place. Interesting. Okay. The antique store Marty goes to in the film has a wall chock full of 80s goodies. I know that. Oh, yeah, I did notice Roger Rabbit. There's a talking Roger Rabbit doll in the window. And if you know anything about Roger Rabbit, written by Robert Zemeckis. This is for part 2. So in between the first one and the second one, Robert Zemeckis made Roger Rabbit. This wasn't one of the films that bombed. Clear? Good. Got it. Okay, good. And you know what? Watch Roger Rabbit again. That's really good. And that's really not for kids. I mean, it kind of is, but it pushes the boundaries a little bit. Is it PG-13 or PG? I don't remember. So here's this. Look at me. I'm building. Okay, here. But yeah, what happened to Joey? Jailbird Joey. What happened to him? Wait. Nope. Put this on the wrong side. And I almost did it. I was going to show the footage. Remember I mentioned on one of these episodes that what am I doing wrong here? No, that's right. I mentioned on one of these episodes about the Back to the Future ride, the dance hall or the exterior doors in the church on Highland and Franklin. What? The dance hall or the exterior doors is the church on Highland and really? Oh, that's awesome, Hatter. Ooh, I'm going to have to look that up. I did not know that. That's very cool. Huh. There's a church. Usually they have a big bow on the front of it. It's a church right on Highland and Franklin, right before you get into Hollywood. That is so crazy. I'm picturing it in my head, and that totally makes sense. That is so cool. Okay, this is here, and then this is going here. That goes here. All right. Nope. Wait. Nope. Ruh-roh. Hold on. I didn't put this right. Wait. What did I do? Okay. Hold on. Okay, this has got to go back here. Or the gym. I think the gym makes sense. There we go. That goes here. This goes here. Now we're all good. And I can add this other piece here. And we're building the other fender. So cool. Oh, wait. Yep. Perfect. Okay. And now I'm going to put these pieces on here. Right. Wait, did I put that on right? Wait, are these pieces on right? Yeah, they're on right. Okay, sorry. It just seemed, for some reason in my head, it seemed weird. There's here. See whatever fun facts I can find on this thing. Hold on real fast. Okay. Okay, here. Little trivia. What? So, it's. I think it's pretty famous knowledge about famous knowledge, known knowledge. Okay, Michael J. Fox worked crazy. Besides working on Back to the Future, what was the show he was working on during the day? So he was working on another show while he was working on Back to the Future. What was it? Does anybody know? Because literally, there's talks about how exhausted he was. Hatter called it Family Ties. That's right. If you don't know what Family Ties is, gosh, I wonder if you can. I don't even think you can stream Family Ties anywhere. Family Ties is the show that made Michael J. Fox a household name because Family Ties was really popular. And he was still doing Family Ties while he was doing Back to the Future. So, yeah, he was just pretty much exhausted when he would come onto the set. The fact that he survived doing both those things is just pretty remarkable. But, yeah, Family Ties. God, I wonder if you could stream that. That's the other thing I want to look for. I remember watching it as a kid. I don't know if it's one of those things I need to watch again. But I wonder if you can find it anywhere. And how crazy is all this Netflix stuff? If viewers out there don't know what I'm talking about, Netflix is oh wait, hold on. Do you remember him in Class of '84? Wait, is that the one? I'm thinking Surf Nazis Must Die. That was another bad 80s movie. Class of '84, yes. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize he was in that, right? Was he a nerd in that? Dahlia Love? Wow, Class of 1984. Yep, he was. In Band, he was in Band. Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Wow. What was I saying? Oh, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. Netflix is crashing and burning. Their stock like dropped overnight. So imagine what happened with GameStop and it got all big and popular. That's the complete opposite of what's happening to Netflix. And everyone is asking this, so I'm going to ask it too. What is the first thing you put on when you're going to stream something? What is the first thing you click on and you're like, I'm going to try and find something to watch? What is it that you do? Is it Netflix? Because that was the thing. Let's go home and, Netflix, we see if it's on Netflix. We're going to stream on Netflix. Like, Netflix was the thing. It became synonymous with watching, with streaming. Hatter says YouTube. Can you watch shows? And I guess you can. Yeah, there's this show. If you're not watching this live, you can watch it not so live on YouTube. Go follow New Toy Robot on YouTube. Not follow, subscribe. Okay, Hatter says YouTube. But okay, so YouTube for Hatter. I mean, I still kind of check Netflix. Kind of. I'm more like, seriously, I go more towards HBO Max. I definitely watch HBO Max more than anything. HBO Max and Disney Plus. I've watched a movie in 9 installments of 10 minutes each the other day on YouTube. Daddy Love, is that Thrashin'? Did you watch Thrashin'? In 9 installments of Thrashin'. I love that. That's hilarious. So is that how you bypass the copyright if you chop up the movie in sections? Like, that's just crazy. Because I've uploaded episodes of this, different shows, and they've been over like an hour and a half, so it's not like you can't just upload the whole movie. Not that I'm saying you should. I'm not saying that at all. That's bad. That is very bad. But okay, but so Daddy Love is YouTube, is that what your go-to is now instead of Netflix? Oh my god, I just realized I'm making the backlights. Now it is. Okay, I guess now. Okay. Yeah, for me it's HBO Max and Disney Plus. I like Netflix. There's some good stuff on it. But not enough for me to really spend more time watching Netflix, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I watched Squid Games, and once it was done, I was glad it was done. But I'm trying to think what else is their big thing right now. The Adam Project, that was good, but it's just their content isn't that... It's just not that great, I guess, is the best way to say it. I'm making another back headlight. Brake lights? Thank you. Here we go. My name is Michael Francis. I'll be here all night. Let me put the brake lights. I'm doing the brake lights and blinker. This is so cool. This car is really coming together. But yeah, Netflix is just woo. So get ready for higher prices, advertisements. It's not gonna be the Netflix we used to love, because I think they were the only ones. Well, HBO is gonna start doing advertisements also. But yep, the good old days when you could just stream stuff and not have to watch all the different commercials and crap over it. Hulu's just like, it will be Hulu. Yeah, 100% it will. Hulu like plays around, like they tell you you could pay to not have commercials, but yet there's certain things that still have some commercials. Like there's no way of escaping it now. Okay, so this is gonna go here. Oh, look at this! This is so cool. Look, you see him? Look at that. Brake lights. Did I put them on right? I didn't turn the page. Yeah, I put them on right. All right. Woohoo! Okay, so let's see. Fox had a... So, yeah, this was talking about the 4. So because filming on Family Ties overlapped with Back to the Future for 3 months, Fox had a grueling schedule. He filmed the TV show during the day before rushing to the Back to the Future set to film until just before dawn. As he noted in his 2003 memoir, at that point, I'd climb into the back of a production van with a pillow and a blanket, and yet another driver would take me home again. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, I did that without the sequels about Crispin Glover. Hold on real quick. We talked about some Easter eggs. The setting for the third film was Fox's idea. I'm assuming they meant Michael J. Fox. During filming of the first film, Zemeckis had asked Fox which era he'd want to travel back to, with Fox suggesting the Wild West. When Zemeckis and Gale began writing the sequel, they included the 19th century setting as the last act of the movie. But they quickly realized that cramming that much storyline in one film was impossible. Oh, and then they made the third film. So I guess originally it was only going to be 2 films. Look at that, Dialove. They made the third one just for you. Well, okay, so for Michael J. Fox. But still. Okay, so this is here. What am I doing here? This and this. And here. Okay, I got to do that twice, but in different ways. Okay, that's going to go there. Right? And, oh, I thought I missed a step. Never mind. Not cool. Sorry, Dialove. Apologies. But that's really interesting. That was Michael J. Fox's idea. I mean, I know Dialove, you didn't like it, but I thought it was really clever. Not cool. Very cool. Oh, Hatter's throwing down. It's the third one I thought was really clever how they got everything to work out. It really did kind of come together. So wait, Dialove, do you know about the train? I'm sure you probably saw it on some type of a thing. But do you know about the train at the end? Here's that. Yeah, you enjoy it, both of you. Yes, okay, so you know about the train. I wasn't 100% excited about the train. It did make sense. It was hard going from a cool DeLorean to the train. But if you haven't watched part 3 yet, I'm sorry. It's been a while. You should have seen all of it already. So if that was a spoiler for you, I apologize. But you should have seen it already. Okay, so this is going like this. Okay. Okay, here. Oh, I hear something that's really kind of crazy. Okay, so when you remember in the second movie, I'm going off the top of my head because I just now remembered it. It has nothing to do with the things I've been reading. So when old Biff, took the DeLorean to change time, and he came back and he was like having like a heart attack. I don't know why they took it out, but apparently he was disappearing. So not only was he having that heart attack or whatever like that, but he was disappearing. There's actually the deleted scene. You can catch it on, they probably have it on YouTube, of him actually disappearing. So, so at some point, I think, here's what the reasoning was. The reason why he was disappearing, the old Biff was disappearing, and this makes time travel even more complicated. The reason Biff was disappearing was because Lorraine, in the alternate version of Hill Valley, Lorraine shot and killed Biff. And that's why he was disappearing. But I understand. I mean, I thought that was so cool. But, I mean, I get why they took it out, because how would old Biff been able to steal the DeLorean and go back in time if there was no old Biff, because Biff was killed by Lorraine in like 1985 or something like that. But how crazy is that? I love that so much. Like, I would have still went with it. I would have been like, you know what? You go ahead with that, Back to the Future. I'm going to buy that, because that's just awesome. But if you could, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Look for it on YouTube. It's a great little scene. because we all just figured he had a heart attack or something like that. But that was the actual reason, was that he. Whoop! Hold on, did I make a mistake? Oh, this goes here, right? Okay, that's gonna go there. No, whoop, backwards. But yeah, how crazy is that? Biff got killed by Lorraine, or at least that's how it was gonna go down. Go, Lorraine. You can take care of yourself. There we go. But then once again, in the movie, they're sexualizing the mom in some weird way, where they gave her the those big breasts and stuff like that, and Marty's just looking right at her. Sorry. That's just so freaky. That just popped back in my head. So the movie's not problematic. Oh, what a world. Anyway, we're building. Okay. Trying to see. Okay, about the 2 sequels that were shot back to back. I think I said that. With films stretching nearly a year with just... Wow. So basically, it was a year to make Back to the Future 2 and 3 with, I think it said only 3 weeks in between them. So that was your break. It gets dark when you break it down. Yeah, it really does. It really does, Hatter. You're right. Okay. And during the filming of the third movie, Zemeckis would often shoot during the day in Northern California and spend his nights in the editing or dubbing rooms for the second film 300 miles away in Los Angeles. That's crazy. So he was in Northern California filming the third one. Then he have to drive back 300 miles just to edit or dub for the second film. Oof, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. But clearly all that work didn't bog him down, because he went on to do Forrest Gump and all the other stuff. Zemeckis is definitely just one of those directors that can just really not crank him out, but he's able to just kind of ride things out. I'm trying to remember the last Robert Zemeckis movie I saw. What was the last Robert Zemeckis movie? I'm trying to remember that. Last Robert Zemeckis movie. Oh, Elizabeth, hi. Welcome. The last Robert Zemeckis movie. What was the last Robert Zemeckis movie? I feel like I saw it and it wasn't so bad. What the heck was it? If anyone out there knows it, please shout it out. I don't want to start searching through my phone during these shows. Castaway? No, there's something after Castaway, I thought. Holy shit, he did... I didn't mean to swear. Darn it, I'm trying not to swear. That's right, he did Castaway. That's crazy how many of these movies he's done. I'm trying to think. There was one other... He did something recently, I thought. I need 2 more of these. Oh, 2 more of these. Okay. I'm trying to remember what it was. I apologize for swearing out there. I'm trying not to. I've been pretty good. But for some reason, this one got me. What was it? I know it wasn't Castaway. He did something recent, and I thought it was pretty good. Okay. Let's see what else we got here with these facts. The producers are dead set against another Back to the Future film. With seemingly for a sequel, fans of the trilogy. Oh, okay, yeah. So apparently, the original 1984 contracts he and Gale signed with Universal Pictures and Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment gave them the final say on any future films. So basically, they're not going to let any of the film... there will never be another Back to the Future movie. This is what they said. There'll never be another Back to the Future... It said until both Bob... So basically, until both of them are dead. That's the only way... Wait, and then I'm sure they'll do it. Unless there's a way our estates can stop it. So, there you go. There'll never be another Back to the Future movie. And I have a feeling they'll have a way to... to stop... any more things, not even to promote the new DeLorean. They should. No, they can make a fun little commercial out of it. It'll be a fun little commercial. This is going to go right here. Oh, this is the dashboard. All right. Well, at least part of the dashboard. Oh, I forgot some pieces. There we go again. Forgetting pieces. Okay, this is going to go here. Wait. Oh. Hold on. Let me fix that. Did anybody look up the new DeLorean yet? It's not going to be... I think it's May when they're actually going to release it, but you can at least see part of the car. A little tiny piece of the car. Did anyone take a look at it yet? I should have a picture. You know what? I'm not doing this right. I should have a picture that I could have just popped up and shown you and said, look, this is what the new DeLorean looks like. Did I do it? No. But half the fun of this show is doing things for yourself, right? Right. I feel like I missed something. Talked about the DeLorean not being in the original script. Oh. This was interesting. I meant to bring it up earlier. The films never explained how they... Like, there's no backstory between Marty and Doc. Like, they never said how they met. Like, there's nothing. There's literally nothing about how they met. And honestly, I can't think of what it would... Like, what would... I know Rick and Morty had it where Doc... Well, their Doc was Marty's mom's dad? Yeah, something like that. I haven't watched it that much. So I think that's how they explain that. But... Oh, wait, whoop. Okay, this is... Hold on. This is going here. Okay, hold on. Doing the bumper here. But they never explained how they met. Oh, I'm breaking pieces. They never explained how they met. And honestly, I'm curious how that happened. Because there honestly doesn't seem to be any... Like, maybe Marty was going to Burger King. Grandfather. Oh, okay. So, that's right, for Rick and Morty. But maybe Marty was going to Burger King. Because, you know, there's a Burger King in the timeline there. Maybe he was going to Burger King. And he accidentally pushed his skateboard through Doc's windshield. I don't know. I honestly, I just don't know how they would have possibly met. Nothing makes sense about that. But it's fine. We don't need to have the whole backstory. Sometimes things don't need to be explained. Maybe it's something we don't want to know about. I'm not trying to make it this dark or anything like that, but maybe it's just not that interesting. Look at that. Did the bumper for the back. All right. Oh, we are almost done with the pieces here. Yippee. Yippee. Here we go. Boy, you know what? I'm going to have to double check this build. Because normally when I talk this much, I make some huge mistakes. But I think everything's going pretty well. And I don't think there's going to be that type of a problem. So, yay me. Look at that. I'm growing it right in front of your eyes. I'm growing as a Lego builder. Okay, this is here. And this goes here. And here. I'm just trying to see. Oh, okay. So here, okay. This is what Bob Gale, the writer, said back in like 2011. Gale said that they first met after younger teenaged Marty, intrigued by stories he heard about the mysterious and possibly dangerous inventor, broke into Doc's lab. Doc caught him in the act, but was tickled when Marty professed his interest in Doc's work and gave him a part-time job helping with his experiments. Look at that. But the Doc Brown that came to screen was different on the page. He was called Professor Brown in the first scripts. Okay, well, so that's kind of an interesting one. There's a fan theory that says the only time we see present-day Doc is at the mall. Whoa. So the Doc at the end of number 1 is another, while present Doc is back home. Hatter. I was all excited about what I came up with. This is messed up. This is really crazy. So wait. The fan theory says that the only time we see present day Doc is at the mall. So the Doc at the end of part 1 is another, while present Doc is back home. Wow, Hatter, I am not going to sleep for a week. That is going to keep me up forever. That is so crazy. So, I can't. Nope, I can't do this right now. I need to build. I can't think about this. That is crazy. Craziness. Anyways, well, whatever. What? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever I said before. I hope whoever heard it liked it, because I can't remember it now. And I can't think of anything else other than what Hatter just said. That is, see, time travel is crazy. Okay, so let me build this. Jeez Louise. Hatter! Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? This is here, and this is here. Okay, I don't know what this is. What am I building here? Oh, it's just the bottom part of the car, of course. Okay, so back to flippy over, and this connects into here. Okay. Oh, cool. Look at this, everybody. Am I done? Okay, extra parts. I will look to see where those, if I miss these at all. But look. That's the back part of the car. Ooh. That is so cool. Here, let's switch this. Let's get this back to this. There we go. With the full lighting on it. There is the back of the car. Nice. We got the, soon we'll probably put in the license plate. And then you got the front of the car. Look at this. It is all coming together. This thing's big. This is a big car. This is so cool. All right. Look at that. Well, that's it. Bag number 6. We got into bag number 7. There are only 11 bags. There are the different versions of the car. I think I'm probably only going to build one type of version and maybe just post some pics on Instagram or Twitter. At New Toy Robot. Instagram, Twitter. Do it. Tell your friends. Follow. And then, like I said, this is live. If you want to watch it not so live, we're on YouTube. All these videos gets posted pretty much the next day. So go and subscribe to New Toy Robot and hit that alert bell so you know when there's new episodes. I'm going to be back on Saturday. I'm going to try and get a lot of this done for Saturday night. So come back here on Saturday to see how much I get done. I think bag number 7 actually has the flux capacitor. I think I'm going to be building the flux capacitor, and I'm going to try and watch Back to the Future. I'm going to try and watch Back to the Future before that next episode so I can have my own stuff instead of going to biography.com, which I don't sponsor. I mean, not that I wouldn't. I would love to have them promote this show, biography.com. But I will have my own stuff that I find interesting, you know. Wow, a lot of things to think about after this episode. And they all came, and Hatter, it was you, man. So Jailbird Joey, did he still go to jail? And then this crazy other doc thing. I can't even repeat it. It's making my brain melt. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Oh, so much going on. New Toy Robot has stickers besides these stickers. More stickers are coming. I got 2 other sticker styles that are coming out. Once I get those as well, I'm going to do like a giveaway, for whoever wants a sticker. You can tell me which one you want. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, very exciting. Anyways, I am Michael Jason Francis. This has been a Lego Brick on the Wall on New Toy Robot. My brain is melting, Hatter. I don't know what you did. Anyway, have a great night, and I will see everybody next time.